Letchaknow. Letchaknow. Letchaknow.
Yes. We are here again. Let you know, ladies. Got another episode cracking. I got three women with me right now who was here for the cause. I got my new guest, Miss Lindsay. How you doing, Miss Lindsay, up here? Talk to the people. Tell them what's up. I think she froze out on me. What about you, Ski? You still there, Ski?
Yeah, I'm still here. What's up, y'all? It's Let You Know, ladies. Back at it again. What's up, Naptown?
Yes, sir. And then of course, we got Miss Chesney. You in the building, Chaz? What up?
You who?
You there? Can you hear me, Chaz?
Then at the car.
Y'all can hear you now. It kicked me out. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. There we go.
We're
We
not
got
in
we
the
got
store.
two.
Oh, well.
Hold on. I can't hear you no more.
I went on
Yeah,
mute.
there you go. There you go. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, cool. I think Lindsay's had bumped out, but I'm gonna try to get it back on here. And
Oh.
okay, I guess she going through some static. Everybody has some problem. I know it's raining out here right now, so that could be the cause of everybody's little issues. But nonetheless, I thank y'all for being here. Nonetheless, and the first thing I want to do, since Ski, you here with me? Let's start it off with what we were just talking about a little bit. Let's start it off with the pregnant babe on the pop the balloon challenge. Uh,
Can
people
I
are
give the
opinionated.
background?
People are opinionated. Say what?
Can I give the
She wants to know the
background?
background story of the young lady. The background story. The
No,
little
can
bit
I give
case.
it?
Well, yeah. The background story is basically she's a pregnant woman. She's on a show called Pop the Balloon, where it's a dating show. Men and women jump up on the show. If you're interested in them, you holler at them. If you're not, then you pop the balloon on them. And that's what she's on right now. She popped up on that show, Courage All. She looked like about maybe I'd say maybe 5, 6 months. You know what I mean? Maybe somewhere like that, 4. There you go, right there. But a lot of people were saying stuff like she shouldn't be up there, right? Like, what the hell is she doing up there pregnant? You know what I mean? Da 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 da. Where's her baby daddy? Why she ain't with her baby daddy? All these questions that people are saying things about her. And so I wanted to get some ladies' opinions to know, like, what y'all thought about that. What y'all think about a woman being pregnant, jumping up on a dating show?
I think it's first of all, the young lady is 7 months pregnant. She have her baby in September. I think that the comments come from it's just all about image. Like the image just doesn't look good. She answered actually all of the questions. If anybody actually watched the show, she answered everybody's questions on the show. You can't hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
You can hear me? Okay. So she's 7 months pregnant. Her relationship when she found
You there, Leslie?
Yeah, finally.
Okay, you there, Ski?
I'm here.
You there, Chaz? You there, Miss Lorna? Can you, everybody hear me?
I can hear
I
you.
I hear you.
Okay. I think we're good to go now. Outside of Chaz, you on mute.
I can hear you now.
You there? Can you hear me, Chaz?
I'm just outside.
Yeah, I
That's
can
all.
hear
Can you hear
me.
Lorna?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, perfect. Okay, let's try from the top again. So, so basically, what's going on is there's a show called Pop the Balloon, right? And there's a young woman who Chesley let us know she's about 7 months pregnant on this show, and she's on there, doing people doing the show, which is trying to get a date, I guess. And people making comments, judging her, saying, what's a pregnant woman doing on the show? I mean, I think she's a pretty girl, uh, but what's y'all assumptions? I know Chesley was trying to jump in, but I think we had lost her. Did you want to continue, Chesley, or not need to go to somebody else?
Yeah, can you all hear me okay?
Yeah,
I
I can
can
hear you,
hear
Chaz.
you.
Yep.
Great. Okay. So what I was saying was is that I just believe it's all about image. It's just the fact that she's like publicly trying to date and looking for a mate that makes it an issue for a lot of people when people really didn't acknowledge the fact that men actually approach pregnant women all the time. Yes, also because they probably just want to fuck. Yes, that too. But there are also men that are willing to like actually get to know her as a woman outside of her pregnancy and date her, and if it goes further, possibly be a stepfather. So I just think that it's like it was embarrassing for the men. Like I honestly feel like 9 times out of 10 at least one of those men probably was in her inbox after the show. She's beautiful, she has a great personality, and then also she did explain that her relationship had ended when she found out she was pregnant. She has absolutely nothing to do with the father. That was another thing I wanted to touch on. Like, one of the guys just assumed that, oh, you still deal with the baby daddy. But no, like, she had already ended the relationship. It was over. She wasn't dealing with the baby daddy no more. So I know that's a lot of people's fears when kids are young or the child isn't here yet. But then also, she's like, there are a lot of guys that are single that have babies on the way. And, that's not um they don't experience as much ridicule. But then he did also make a point as to like, well, they're not actually carrying the child, so it is a little bit different. But I don't agree with like publicly going on a show to date while being pregnant. But dating while pregnant and not dating the baby's father is not some taboo, like unrealistic, weird ass thing. That shit happens more often than y'all may think.
Do you think it's like a double standard? Like, is it like a one of those double standard things?
It's always going to be a double standards will exist as no matter what. And I guess, I will go ahead and say like, I guess my little situation was different. Like when I had a boyfriend and I was dating, but I didn't know I was pregnant. Like I found out I was pregnant while I was dating. But that person was still willing to be my boyfriend and to stick with me during the pregnancy, and like everything was good. So if you, it's not difficult or it's not a hard thing to find someone that's willing. And just because she's pregnant, she's still a human fucking being. She still wants love, she
I
still
get.
wants attention, she still wants all
I
of those things, and she ain't dealing with her baby daddy. I don't see the problem in finding that in someone else. A lot of people are, oh, you need to focus on this, you need to focus on the baby. Okay, the baby ain't here yet, and then yes, when the baby comes, yes, I'm gonna focus on my child. I'm not just gonna neglect my child and just run after a nigga.
But I got something to say. I mean, I agree with the image part, and I agree with pregnant women deserve to be married. I mean, deserve to be dating and stuff like that. I get that, but sis, though, you did you really? I mean, you just said you cut ties with the man. You co-pregnant, sis. Like this is in the beginning. Ain't no man trying to hear that shit. It's
Nah,
2025.
she
Niggas
cut
is getting
ties
killed.
before she found out she was
No, hold
pregnant.
on, sis. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying just from a man's perspective. Like, if I hear a woman say, I'm 7 months pregnant, okay, a lot of women say that shit. I'm not talking to him. He didn't want the baby. All I'm saying is like I understand they need love, but love on yourself, sis. Like have the baby, like let it come into the world, like love on you, pray about it. You know what I'm saying? Like slow down, sis, because clearly you missed some red flags to the nigga who didn't want the baby
Well,
and
and
shit.
also it's
So
like you
pump down
can't
a little bit, sis. That's all I'm
But
saying.
you
have
Like
you ever
once you
been in
have
that
the baby, once you
situation?
have the
Like,
baby, you can't even do anything for a while. So it's
have
like
you been?
you
No,
have the
not
baby and just
necessarily.
recover.
Not necessarily. Have
unless you
you
want to be
ever
pregnant
been
again.
in that situation? Have you ever been
Well,
pregnant
I had my
and
daughter
Have
at
not
I?
been
17, sis. I
and
had my
just
daughter at
had a
17.
motherfucker say, love on your, it's easy for us to say, because
But
we're not in the
I mean, I had
situation.
my daughter
Love
at
on yourself.
17. I had my daughter at 17, a senior in high school. So I mean, my whole life was flashed in front of me. And I mean, my day, you know what I'm saying? But all I'm saying to
But
say
you
is
was a
like,
kid. You still
I
had your
no,
mama and your dad or whoever,
I
your
get it.
parents.
I get that I was a kid, but what I'm saying is I made very mature decisions though. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is like I'm not saying she don't deserve love, but sis, not to go on a public TV show like pop the fucking balloon because what
Yeah, now
quality
that's
of
the
men is on
part.
there? What
That's the
quality of
part is
men is
going
on
on
there?
a public platform, on a social media
That too,
platform,
but I
on a
just feel
public
like
show.
I'm not saying that she can't have love. I'm just saying sis has got a lot more on her plate than some fucking love right now from a
But you know
nigga.
what? That's
That's
what
all I'm
she's looking
saying.
for. She's coming like a lot. Everyone who goes on these shows, they're looking for a future. Maybe I'll make a name. Maybe I'll meet somebody. Maybe I can get some money out of this in the future. I mean, that's the whole point of reality TV because it's not fucking reality. This dumbass shit. It's to hopefully somebody sees me and I can make a future out of this.
I
Well,
agree with
she
you.
doesn't have the
Yeah,
baby dad.
and
She
she
doesn't
did.
have the baby daddy trying to help her. So she's like, well, maybe I can get some money because of this show. And you know what?
Nah,
I don't fault her for that.
this
Well,
ain't that type of show. I don't think it
on
got nothing to do with
Lindsay's
no money.
defense, at the beginning, she did say she was a rapper and a singer.
Did she say that?
And yeah, she
Yeah.
did.
She
A
trying to
rapper.
put herself out there.
So
Okay.
I can see that.
But I don't agree.
The way to
This
go.
this
If
is
she has,
not the way to do
has a,
it.
if she's a rapper and a singer, and if she has a song ready to go, this would be the great time to drop it right now, don't you think? 'Cause
I,
all
I'm with her though. That's great marketing shit.
And
It's
if
running up from
right,
my
and if that's
marketing
what it
standpoint.
is, she did the right thing. Shit.
It's the
right.
only time to drop it because once you have this baby, no one's gonna think about you. You got to do while you're pregnant now. That
You
is who
gotta
you
strike
are.
while the iron is hot. I agree.
What about
You're
you?
gonna have to stay pregnant.
Let me get Miss Lorna's opinion on it. What you think about how old was she? Said she was about 27 or something like that.
I don't remember how old she
I think
was.
she's like 27 years old. Here go the picture of her. She's 27, 24, somewhere around.
Beautiful girl.
She look.
Yeah,
That's not a great picture.
she's on the pop the balloon challenge trying to get a man. What you think about that, Lorna? Is that a does it look desperate or something? What's the problem? Can you hear me, Lorna? I think she froze out. I think she froze out. But yeah, I mean, is that what it is, y'all? Does it come off like she thirsty or something like that? Is that the problem with it? Can y'all hear me?
What?
Does it come off to like does it come off as her being like thirsty or desperate going on the show?
No, it's just like honestly, I think in the eyes of America overall, without knowing any background, it's trashy. You know what I mean? Like you see that shit and it just sounds trashy. Like, why the fuck you doing that? Like you pregnant, go sit your ass at home. But I mean, all these people who go on all these different game shows and reality shows, when it comes down to it, they trying to make some money, make a name for themselves. So, I mean, shit, do you shit? If I could get on the prices right, I'd be all about it. If I was 21 again and Bad Girls Club was a thing,
If you was
dude.
21 years old and pregnant and Bad Girls Club came
No,
in,
no, not I didn't say pregnant. I just said if I was 21 again,
about
not pregnant.
go hop in line on that show, they'd have been like, yo, like I said, they'd have been looked at like crazy. Like, why would she go on the show? Like you said,
Pregnant. No, 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 no. But it's, I mean, to each their own. But you know what it does? You know what she just did? She caused a conversation. So now she's getting attention, even from us nobodies here in Indianapolis, talking about what she did. And imagine how many other people are. So now she's getting this clout, this famous. So she's getting what she wanted. I mean, good for her. Shit, I should have did that because Aaron's not paying for his 3 kids.
whoa, whoa,
So
whoa, 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 whoa. We don't need to drop names. We don't need to drop. Whoa, 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 whoa. I heard that. Damn, Els.
Elle said, "This is let you know, ladies. God damn it, and we keep it real over here."
Man,
It
damn.
just happens to be no, it just happens to be Evan, you know him.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
we got a mutual friend. Yeah, mutual person. Yeah, but
we've known each other too long. Did you get my text?
yes, I just saw it. Yes.
I don't know how to post it in here. I want to show young you
Hold on.
when you had hair.
Let me try to see if I can get it on here. If I can get it, give me 1 second here.
I don't know if all these people know what you look like when you had hair.
I do.
Yeah, we go really far back. So
Yeah, ski no.
I didn't even know you were bald nowadays. So
Off like when I was like 28, something like that. Around 28 is when I cut that shit. But let me jump into this other subject real quick while I look for that picture too, and y'all can discuss it while I slide out and look for it. This question here is listen to me carefully. Sacrifice your family for happiness or sacrifice your happiness for your family?
sacrifice your happiness for your family all day.
I would sacrifice my family for my happiness, baby, because it's about me having peace. I don't fuck my family. I'm a been fucking 43. You know what I'm saying? My daddy is R.I.P. Shit, my brothers is older than me. Shit, no, I'm respect them and got they back, but I'm not sacrificing my shit for them because guess what? They're not gonna do it for me, and I don't give a fuck how close we are, how cool we are. They're gonna do just enough to compensate, to do whatever. But no, I'm not. Would I make some arrangements and bend a little bit? But when it starts to make it a problem for Sheminsky, I am not doing it. Fuck him. I'm sorry.
So
I'm
I think
sacrificing family for my happiness.
I think background comes in a lot to this because my parents just literally 2 days ago celebrated 41 years, their anniversary of being together. Like my parents are together. My grandparent, like I still have
My parents was
my
together
mom.
for 50 years when my daddy died 2 years ago. But I'm just being real. They already been 43. I
No, but
love
they
them,
don't.
but
But you
I'm
know
not.
what? They did everything for me. They sacrificed everything for me. And if something were to happen where I had to give up what I have for their happiness, like they have put up with me for 3 decades of bullshit. They are saints. I would definitely. Now, are we talking like cousins? Oh, you say family. Are we talking like cousins that are, I see like once a year, maybe at a family reunion or at weddings? That's a little different. But like we're talking my parents, my sister. I'm a middle child. My little sister, my older brother. Yeah, I think of like giving my life. Like I would jump in a bullet for any of them. And I would hope they would do the same for me.
That's real. That's real.
I mean, I come from that background where like my family, like
Now, I would say my family. So for me, family is very blended for me, right? So I have my biological family, then I have the family that I've created since I've been an adult. So, my shit could be a little gray depending on the background. I get you with the background. You know what I'm saying? So, I love my mother, I love my family, but they haven't always been the best. So I have to look at them with a fine tooth comb when it comes to my unhappiness for theirs. You know what I'm saying? Will I send some money, pay for something quick with a quick end to it? But if it has to be something over a long period of time that's going to affect me, no. No, no,
I totally get
no,
that. And I'm very blessed to not be in that situation.
no. You know what I'm saying? No, but I love my parents. I've had a great life. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I would
Well,
have
you're here
to.
and you're beautiful. So they did something
Thank you,
right.
girl. But you know what I'm saying?
They
I
did
mean, I
something
would have.
right.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Let me ask you this though. Okay, let's say just hypothetically speaking, let's say you meet a man, right? And I end up getting, what I mean, so far that y'all want to get married, but for whatever reason, your family and him don't click, right? Like, what I mean, it's not saying it's the worst or anything, but it's just not the what you would expect basically. Does that halt or stop anything as far as the marriage? Uh, Being that like if your husband's not comfortable, like not going over your mother's house or going over to eat with your family if he's not comfortable with that, does that change anything?
Yes. And I know I'm probably playing devil's advocate here. I know most people would probably say no, but yes, that does. Because when it comes down to it, I might love this guy, but based off just everything in my past, I don't know if you're always going to be around, but I do know my family will always be around. And like, I work with a lady who her daughter just had twins by this guy, and he's like super inappropriate. Like, he got drunk and pulled out his dick at a family reunion, like crazy stuff. And she's still with him. And everyone's like, what? We don't want to come to, don't invite him to the family 4th of July. Don't invite him to the family party. Like, that's weird as shit. Like, no one likes him. He's going to get beat up or shot.
Yeah, he's gone too far. He's expelled. He's expelled from the
Yeah,
family.
so that's a little extreme. But for me, I do. I mean, I do. I don't really care if my parents approve of somebody, but I do want my family. I don't want someone who's going to always be on edge, because that's not fair to them either.
Right, right.
That's not fair that every birthday party or Christmas or Thanksgiving family reunion that he's got to walk around being like, fuck, people here don't really like me. I wouldn't want to do that as a female. I wouldn't want to fucking do that. And I'd probably break up with that. I would just be like, dude, I just don't feel comfortable. Like,
Word. No, I feel you. You there, Miss Lorna? Can you hear me? Hold
well,
on.
she came back,
I'm
but we
sorry
can't.
about that.
No, you
It's
good.
like it was like on cue. As soon as you said my name, it was like drop.
I swear it froze you right there. I couldn't even tell it was so froze. I thought you was still there, but no,
Yeah, my bad.
no here nor there. You good. We just jumped topics though. We was talking about, would you sacrifice your family for happiness or sacrifice your happiness for your family?
Hmm.
You're going to be the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
I love a play on words too, but yeah. So the thing about it is, I am not useful to my family unhappy.
Mm, that makes sense.
I am the nurturer, I am the builder, the teacher. So I need to have a certain state of mind and before I can pour into my family or even show up for them. So it's like neither, right? It's about balance. That's the real answer. It's about balance. Because and then that you'll grow a certain level of resentment if you're sacrificing your happiness to take care of the people that you do love. But then if you're, sacrificing your family, I don't know what kind of person you really are. So yeah, it's about balance, and it's never about sacrificing your family. But you can't sacrifice your happiness for anyone. Damn, I'm sorry. Did that break the
No,
tie?
that's some real shit. That's like how they say, when a plane crashes, you're supposed to put on your oxygen mask before you can help somebody else.
Most deaf. Most deaf.
Like, and like I always said with parenting, like, I'm a single mom to 3 little girls, and I was like, if I'm not taking care of myself, how the fuck am I supposed to take care of them?
You're
Like,
not
my
fully,
mental
just
health has
barely
to come first.
functionally, right?
Yeah, my
Yeah.
mental health and my happiness has to come first. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to portray that to these 3 little girls
Right. And you may show up functionally, but you're not going to be able to pour into them and nurture them the way you're.
the way they deserve.
No, that make a lot of sense. That make a lot of sense because I think that connects to, even like you were talking about, even the baby father, like he even got to play his part in that because he got to even understand that, even if it ain't happy wife, happy life, happy baby mama, you know what I mean? And your kids are happier, you know what I mean? Your baby mama's happy, your kids are going to be happy, but your baby mama's shitty, your kids going to get the wrath of that. So I think it all trickles down
Your
a little.
kid's going to be shitty. I'm sorry. That's what came to my head. I shouldn't have smoked. I'm sorry.
You fine. Look what I found. I found it here, Els. Look.
Oh, that's us. So back in the day, that was like 2010.
On everything. It's old.
2010. We sitting in, that's my basement apartment in Broad Ripple, and I'm ashing a blunt is what I'm doing right there. Oh, that was my dude.
Shout out to Cody. If Cody around, shout out.
Oh my God. So I still talk to Cody. Cody got a baby.
Whoa, that's wild. That's crazy.
Just last year. Cody, he's not even one. Yep, Cody got a baby.
Shout out to Cody. That was the homie.
Dude, do you record this?
Yeah, this is recorded. This is live right now.
All right. Well, you have to send me the link and I'll send it to Cody.
Already. You already know. So
We
look,
need to have a little family reunion.
we can figure it out. Like I said, even with these girls trying to get us, we can get up and link up and do something together. Because, like I said, chemistry matters. Chemistry matters to me, But let me jump topics real quick now. Let me jump to the next one real quick. 1 second here.
Sorry, I'm trying to do something that's not working. That's not suck.
Multitasking is not a real thing.
I mean, like seriously, and not everything I
Fuck.
do I want to be on camera.
No,
So
let me ask you this. Here we go. This is a different topic, and
No, you're fine. I was talking about myself.
and if you don't want to, don't got nothing like that. But this is a hypothetical. Uh, the one that got away. Everybody's had at least that one that got away, right? And the one that got away, do you know anything about them? And the fact that they got away, does it mean anything to you in 2025 right now?
I
I
ain't
got
had
it.
one to get away. They,
Aww. You ain't never like found your love?
I've never had a found love that got away. No, no,
Well,
they
hopefully it's
don't.
because you found love and they stayed. Did I freeze or her?
I'm sorry. I don't. Next question. I don't know.
No. Did you find love and it stayed, or you just
No, the one that
never?
got away means you had a love that you may have made a mistake or mishandled, and then they got away.
Yeah, exactly. I
I
got
would
one.
say
Yeah.
no for me.
No, I've never had that experience. Yeah,
I would
they stayed.
I will say this. I probably would say that I've had a quality person that I probably didn't give the time to, or I probably didn't, like truly see the fullness of that person. But I did, it wasn't love. It was just he had great quality. You know what I mean? Probably somebody I probably could have tried to, be build with, but I wouldn't say a love that got away. But that's the closest I think I've ever came to something in that retrospect.
So I've only told two people ever that I love them. And one of them, we started dating at the end of high school and we went till after 19. And then my children's father, I was with for 13 years. But Brian, the one from 19 or 17 to like 19 and a half, he is the one that got away. Like we were the couple. Everybody was like, you guys don't fight. You don't have trust issues. Like, what's going? Like, we want to be you. But we went through some really deep shit together that just destroyed us, and we couldn't stay together with it.
So
And
it was.
I always love him. And I will always think that if our son didn't, if we had our son, we would be together probably still to this day. But everything happens for a reason. I'm my crazy girl. So,
Oh,
man, shut up, Evan.
Lorna, you got me over here laughing, Lorna. Chesney, I know you there because you'd have hung up by now. You want to answer this,
I'm
Ches?
here.
Have
I'm
you ever
here.
have you ever dated someone, knew that they were the one that got away? And how do you feel about that today in 2025?
I have never dated anyone that I felt like they got away. Um, I don't even know how to follow that up. Like,
Basically, when somebody that was the one, you kept them, right?
huh?
The nigga that you thought was the one, you kept him. He didn't slip away.
Okay. So the one that I thought was the one, I didn't keep him, but he ended up just really not being like the whole package. Like it wasn't what we planned it to be. It didn't turn out the way that, we talked about, and it was just like, damn, like I really thought, it was gonna be this and this, but it wasn't. And we tried and tried and tried and it didn't work. And I was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna waste another decade of my life trying to get you to be this person. So
Because you were married,
it's like,
right? You were married, right?
oh my God, we were not gonna talk about that.
No,
Let's talk about it.
I was assuming
Oh
that
my
was the guy
God.
you talked when you said a decade.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, we can leave it there. We can leave it there. I don't want to bring up no. You know what I mean? I don't want no tears in the rain. I don't want no tears in the rain. I don't want that.
Right. I ain't trying to be on that tonight.
All right. So for me, let me just to throw it out there. I definitely dated that was the one that got away. She passed away. That's one thing. She passed away. But so that's another.
Mm,
That's kind of different. I
that
guess.
is tough.
Yeah. But
You know what? I dated a guy who his fiance like 20, like he's older. His fiance like 25 years ago got in a car accident and died. And he was like, he was like, I just want to let you know, like, I'm never gonna like ever. He's like, I might love you, but I'll never be in love like that again. And I will never propose to you because that was my true love. I was like, dang, like, I was like, I appreciate you being forward. And that's cool. I was like, that's sad as shit though. Like, you about to be lonely forever
Yeah, yeah. He's
because
gonna time. He's going. That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
can I do a PSA, Evan?
Go ahead.
I'm fostering this dog. Her name is Pepper. She's a miniature
Get
pit
the
bull, and
fuck out of here.
she's up for adoption. She is spayed. She's crate trained. She is wonderful with kids, amazing with other dogs. She needs to go to a home with another dog. She loves them. She knows to sit, to lay, to shake. She's amazing. So PSA, if anyone wants a wonderful, she's only one. She just turned one June 28th. So
I don't need that dog. That dog look like it bite people.
she's a miniature pit bull. She's only like 40 pounds. And I just said she's great with kids and other dogs. I mean, you're kind of like a little bit taller than a kid, but not an adult, so she might be confused. I get why she would bite you. Oh,
Ooh,
shots
I
fired.
going. I see where we're going. I see where we're going.
Shots fired.
Let me do this then. Since we passed that one, let me ask this question. Where'd it go? Is it wrong for you to have expectations of people? I wanna know people's thinks of this. Like you ever you ever like you ever saying like you don't expect people to be kind of like the way you are. If you're nice and kind, don't expect people to be nice and kind like the way you are. Is it wrong to have expectations of people? Like if I give you a ride to work all week, right? And then 2 months from now I'm fucked up and I need a ride. Is it fucked up to expect that you would give me that ride?
I think
Yeah.
That's fucked
yeah,
up. Yeah,
yeah.
that
I mean,
situation.
it's. I mean, I can me personally. I deal with this a lot. Because I'm a very kind-hearted person. I could be a motherfucker too, but overall, I'm really, really kind and considerate. So I had to learn the hard way that you can't expect people to be me. I can't expect people to be ski. You know what I'm saying? I can be Shamisky, but no matter how I'm available, kind, considerate, and show up for people, just because I'm doing it doesn't mean that they're doing it. Even though I would like for them to reciprocate because that's what normal people do who receive something, right? And they want to be considerate and maybe extend the favor back if it's ever needed. But you can't expect it because that's how you get your feelings hurt. And I had to learn it the hard way in
Right.
life. You know what I'm saying? Expecting people to, show up for Shamisky how I show up because I'm a thoughtful friend. I'm caring. I'm kind. I'm down with you. I lift you up. And I used to think that when I was young that everybody would be like that. And I had to learn. So these last 10, 15 years, I've realized that I don't expect nothing from anyone. I may say what I would like to have reciprocated. And when they don't do it, I don't really just have an attitude. I kind of just reposition myself with them, because I don't like not receiving back what I'm giving, but I don't expect it. So I just, I can fall back or, I just, take myself out of the situation. But no, it's wrong to expect stuff from people, even though you think, they would do it, but it's wrong to expect it. That's just my opinion.
What about you, Miss Lorna? Is it bad to have expectations of people to
No,
put?
she said it. She got the game figured out. Noted. Yes, I learned, passed the course. It took me a few tries, but I finally passed the class. Yeah, no, you cannot expect people to be you. You can articulate your expectations or what you would like you said, to receive from a person. And if they show you that they're able to comply, then you may have found your type of person. But if they show you that they're not able to, then it's kind of like noted, move around. I know how and when to deal with you, but yeah, most definitely. And it
Okay,
just seems like you should be able to, you would think that someone would naturally offer or naturally reciprocate. Nope,
right,
nope,
right. That's what I'm saying.
nope.
It's almost like an unspoken law that you would think, but then
Yeah,
when that's how people get their feelings hurt when you start expecting.
yeah.
Like, well, damn, I gave you a ride all week. Now my car's down. You can't give me a ride. Like, that's crazy.
It is. But I had to really realize that we people are not all raised the same. Like,
Yep.
as simple as that sounds,
Some
That's
people don't
like,
even have that home training or have that type of tenacity for shit. You right.
because that's ground level, right? That's ground level.
Yeah,
But
it's
yeah,
surface. It's like, damn, that's foundational. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish somebody would do, like, when I'm at work, my coworkers be like, Ski, you so nice and kind, because I come to work. I'm not coming to work with no Starbucks if I know the people at work. You know what I mean? I just try to be, you know what I'm saying? I just try to be giving because I'm a giver. You know, I like to, you know what I'm saying? So I have to watch myself, baby, because people ain't gonna, shit, I'm not gonna piss on you if you're on fire. So I just
right.
have to keep it pushing. You know what I mean? No
She didn't
love
say
lost.
she was hot. She didn't say she was burning,
Right. But
even though
I'm
you
over
could
here
plainly
smoking.
see. Right.
Right. I totally agree. What you think about L? What you think, L over there? L Boogie?
Okay. So when it's like people expectations, I no longer have expectations of people. They're gonna disappoint me. Period. Point blank.
Period.
Um unless I like truly know you, you're like my family, but my best friend, I will expect you to do something. But if you're just like a coworker or like a good random ass friend, I don't expect anything of you because I'm gonna get let down. And I used to wear my heart on my sleeve,
Me too.
and I would get let down. Like, I mean, I could probably say I I've changed. I'm a cold ass bitch now. Like,
I'm cutthroat Canapa.
you have to prove to me that you were here. It doesn't take just
Words. Like you said, actions. What do they say? Actions speak louder than words, right?
And you gotta
exactly
make
prove
and you
this
gotta
shit to
make
me.
sure and you gotta make sure your handshake match the smile. Shit. You know what I'm saying?
And I
Like
got
you
3 girls. I got 3 daughters who are relying on me to find their dad's gone. He's in Vegas. So I got 3 daughters who are relying on me to find a decent person. And so I'm like, you got a lot to prove if you're going to be here.
Now that's real. That's real. And we got a new guest on here. This is my homegirl Miranda. You there, Miranda?
I'm here.
What's up, girl? So
Hey, how are you guys?
chilling,
Hey
chilling.
Miranda.
Hi, sorry to join in late.
Are you good? You good? The question we was just asking is it wrong to have expectations of people or like to
Well,
put people like
yeah, I was actually just nodding my head yes the whole time because, I think the older I've gotten, the more I realize that that's a good way to set up failure. And communication, there's nothing wrong now if you're communicating, and you've asked somebody for something, etc. But to just expect them to know your needs because they should know you, or you're going to find a point where they don't meet that because they also have their own life, their own bullshit, their own thoughts, needs, everything.
right? And like she said,
I love that you said your own needs. Like, that is the key.
Exactly, because we all are functioning separately. So it's like, are you separate? Are you living your life solely to please their every? No, you're not. And why would you expect that from anybody? Again, it's expectation. It's not good.
I love it. I love it. That was a wonderful explanation.
Thank you.
oh, y'all did that. Y'all did that. Y'all did that. Like and like ski, I thought
She did that.
it's like
Oh God, no community.
they say you're not if they not raised in the same household. They parents are different, and like Miranda said, yeah, they got different shit going on in their life. So it is
Even
wrong.
if they were raised in the same house, I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, like that point still doesn't. I mean, two people raised together, even brother, sister, whatever, they still worry about their own everything independently first. And
Oh my
you're
Yep,
God,
I
they're
separate.
got
gonna
a, I
fall in
got
love
a,
with
I
this
got a little,
girl.
I got a little sister, baby, and she reminds me all the time. Like, I had to learn that, with we in the same household, but me and my sister moved totally different, night and day. You
Period.
wouldn't know we had the same parents by some of the actions that each of us take differently, but raised by the same two mom and daddy.
No, exactly, because it doesn't. Yeah, it just doesn't matter.
I think like the previous question, it depends where you come from. Like, people, they have expectations and they just lower the bar because they expect people to fuck up because that's what their parents did. And like, that's not like I'm dating someone and I'm like, dude, like, let me show you that's not your parents showed you shit, but let me show you this is not shit. Like,
But also,
accept.
we're too old to be even talking about our parents showed us something and that's what we're dealing with now. You know what I mean? Like, we should be evolving from that. Like, that's the first thing. Don't be blaming this stuff if that's what he's doing. You know what I mean? Like, first of all, regardless
Just
if
go
your
to the
parents had a
goddamn
good or bad.
therapist.
I'm sorry?
Go to I'm telling them to go through a therapist, talk to somebody, do telemedicine, tell a doctor something.
Right, because then you have a third person there that, can tell you, like, is this even, gonna help? Is this conversation necessary for the goal, or does it have anything to do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, again, there's nothing wrong with saying you have some issues or you have some expectation or hope, based on what you're
No,
dealing
I have a
with.
long-term dream. Do you fit in that? Like, you might have some shit now, which I have some shit. I'm not gonna judge you for that.
Right.
But are you gonna fit, like is your 6 months from now the same as mine 6 from now? 9 months, a year from now? Like, are we, no, you wanna be doing the same childish shit? No, I'm not, that is not my goal.
Hey, ladies, I hate to interrupt you, beautiful ladies. Miss L, Miss Miranda, Miss L, back to the bottom. I gotta hop off here. Yeah, I gotta get an early morning start to my day. Just got off work not too long ago, my part time, but definitely enjoyed it. I will see you guys next Sunday. All right,
Hope I see
double
you
OZ.
again.
You
You're
already
adorable. I fucking love
Thank
you.
you.
I hope I see you in person before
Yeah,
then.
I hope we hang out. Hopefully, Mr. E Dog can get us all hooked up and we can do what we need to do. But it
Yeah,
was nice
man,
meeting
come
y'all. I'm
on.
looking forward to more potting. I'm
I'll
looking
get
forward
it.
to us hanging out. All right, double Z.
All right, girl. Good night.
All right, good night, y'all.
Good night.
Yeah, no. That was really the last topic though. So I mean, y'all really hit that joint on the head. And like I said, I appreciate y'all jumping on with me. Just like I said, I only drew it like 40 minutes. Usually, once it get real good, it might go an hour. But we already been recording 42 minutes, so y'all can go on about y'all night, ladies. I appreciate y'all. I'm
All
gonna edit
right.
it and I'm gonna send it to y'all.
Thank you. Sorry. It
Nah,
was
you
nice to meet you.
good night.
Bye.
All right, Els.
It's just me.
Me and you now, man. Just me and you. Any topics you want to talk about while we on here? We still got people watching.
I mean, you know me, Evan. Like, what the fuck? Why have I not like wifed or married a man getting down now, or a wife either? Or.
Well, remember we in another era. So first of all, I don't know the guys and ladies that you've been running across. So that's one thing. But we in a new era of shit is different when it comes to dating now. You know what I mean? And to me, I think the internet put a big strain on it because as much as I love women, dog, like you could literally see a bad bitch and then scroll 2 more times and see a badder bitch and then scroll 2 more times and see a badder bitch. And then it's just like it's nonstop baddies, right? So and on top of that, a lot of these people are accessible. Like it wasn't like parents protecting people when our parents were coming up, but they didn't know about Cleveland, Ohio, and how fine he was, or you know what I mean, and all that shit. So that's why people used to get married, like the high school sweethearts, or they met in college and they would stay together from college. But now you got so many options, and I mean, honestly, just as a society, we had a kind of a low chakra right now. I feel like as a society, we kind of fucked up, personally, in my opinion. I think things is kind of spinning the wrong way on the axis. So I mean, maybe marriage just ain't the thing no more. Maybe it could be something similar to a marriage, to where you don't actually have to have the ring and the wedding unless that's what you want. But I don't know, man.
When you looked at me, did you see me like, man, that bitch is gonna be single forever, or do you think someone's gonna snatch me up? Like,
No, I thought you'd have been married by now, easily. Definitely thought you'd have been married by now. But
I'm
I'm
very picky. I'm
women
very picky.
on this show that I know. Like I would think most of them say outside of Chesney, she was married when I knew her, when I met her. But I don't think any of the other girls. I think Lorna that was on here, she's married still, but she lives in Omaha. So, but yeah, I mean, a long-term relationship is the same thing as a marriage to me. I mean, outside of the paperwork and all that shit. So I think is it
I
hard?
mean, it's just paper. Like, who gives a fuck?
Right now, are you annoyed by people? Do men or women annoy you a lot, or is it like what you goes left in the relationship with you?
Like with Aaron, I just never wanted to make that commit. I never saw him as like forever. Like, there were certain parts that I was like, fuck, I'd marry you. But when I was honest with myself, I never saw Aaron forever.
Hmm.
Come on, he's an angry motherfucker. And I'm like super chill. I'm like, that's the opposite of what I'm
But then,
going for.
I mean, and this ain't me jumping on you or nothing like that, because you're not the only woman that is in the same situation. But when I hear that, but then I see a woman with multiple kids by that one man, is that why that is? Is because
All my kids are by him. I was with
right?
him for 13 years.
That's why I said multiple kids by one man. Because does that mean that you did that because you thought that it was going to
Be around. I thought I married him. I thought I was forever with him. I
what
cut you off. I cut Marcus off. I cut everybody off. You know.
what made it end with you and Aaron?
When he started getting physically and sexually abusive, that shit.
Well, you definitely leave
And
then.
then he cheated on me. I mean, I came home. I worked night shift. I came home on my lunch break to find him another girl. This isn't like recorded, right?
What'd you say?
This isn't like publicly recorded, right?
Yeah,
It's just me and you talking.
just you and I.
Yeah.
So
And the only reason I took Aaron back, Aaron moved out of the house. He wanted to be with her. He was gone for like 2 months and he was like, I want to be back. I took him back, which is stupid, but I was like, I wanted to win over that bitch.
damn.
I was like, bitch, he's coming back here. Fuck you. And I regret it. That should have been our breakup because everything changed after that.
Clear that. Like you said, motherfucker getting abusive. It's time to leave.
Mhm.
To leave. That's the way I see it. Motherfuckers start getting abusive. It's time to go. All that other shit, I think you could try to make.
Yeah, I'll let you go. That was too much. I'll let you go. It was good to see you, Eve. It was Mr. News event. It was
We're gonna get you on here again, hopefully, man. So we're gonna have some more topics. If you got any topics you ever want to talk about, all you gotta do is send a text and we get it going, yeah.
I love what you do, so
Bet. I thank you. I appreciate you, girl. And have a good night and stay dry because it's wet out there.
I'm not trying to go out there. So
Yeah,
hey, you say you stay good. I don't know what you'd be up to these days, but
staying out of trouble. I stay out of trouble 1,000%. No trouble this
that's
way.
what I hope.
No more
I
trouble.
haven't seen you in like a decade.
I know. That's why I said we gotta link up. You got my number. We gotta hang out.
Man, you know where I'm at?
Yeah. But you always on a motorcycle date or something. You got your calendar be filled up, girl. You're in popular demand right now.
No, that's all bullshit. I'm not.
Bullshit.
Come on, text me. Let's go.
All right, I'm gonna get off of here. We holler. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. I appreciate y'all. Like, subscribe, god damn it.
Letchaknow.